Definitely not least. I got to get TikTok going, y'all. This is crazy. How I not got TikTok going? I got to let TikTok know what's up. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling on Monday? Y'all know Mondays are my favorite shows because I get an entire weekend to kind of go over it. That's why I love Mondays. I love the Monday show. It's honestly my favorite show. The hardest show for me is Wednesdays. The easiest show is Mondays. Tuesdays, I kind of have an overarching theme, but it's kind of weak. But the Monday one, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Thank you, Brother Ray. Thank you, Brother Ray. I'm out here trying. Happy birthday. Firstly, let me just get it. Let me get this started firstly right here, man. Happy birthday to my brother Ray. I'm happy to see you made it another revolution around this earth, my good brother. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see everybody pulled up to your crib. I wish I would have known. I would have drove by. Especially if it was Saturday, bro. I would have brought my son and everything. I would have had the whole fam there with you, bro. I love to watch you grow, man. You are definitely an exceptional young brother. I gotta let you know. I know it's your birthday and everybody's been complimenting you, but I just absolutely have to. I gotta tell you. Hold on, y'all. I'm just getting this all fixed. I gotta get this all fixed and all situated because it's only right. It's only right that we stream on all platforms. You're my boy out here doing the damn thing. Thank you so much, Cash. Thank you so much, brother. I gotta bring you over to the studio. I promise you, bro. I'm not usually this fake. I'm generally not this fake. I'll be honest with you, brother. You just happened to catch me. You caught me at a very busy time. I'm getting everything situated. Yo, TikTok, make sure what's good. Like I was saying, on all platforms, let me make sure. That's the one thing, you guys, is really hard is transferring the title from one location to the other. Can you guys hear me? Audrey, what's good? What's good? Fabian, what's good, baby? What's good? I love seeing y'all, man. I love seeing you guys. I love talking to you guys on a daily basis. It's honestly one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite things is just talking to you guys, making sure I like to check the room, check the temperature, make sure everybody's all good. But before we actually get this show started, I play a little game called 1 to 10. 1 to 10 is simply a game I use to kind of check the temperature, to make sure everybody's going well. So if you guys could just do me a favor, it's my favorite Christian Muslim Jew. Audrey, you are a fool. You are a fool, Audrey. I love it. For those, it's all right. That's my girl. That's one of my students. She understands the joke. She understands the joke. It's the insider, y'all. I'm her favorite Christian Muslim Jew, y'all. I'm her favorite. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of her teachers. You know, for those who don't know, I'm Mr. Mo at Garces. If you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I just had a baby, so trying to prepare to be a father. So hit me up when I'm all in. Perfect, man. Look, I love to see it. I love to see it. So first things first, while I got you guys' attention, let me know right now from 1 to 10. 1 to 10, how you feeling? 10 means I'm feeling on top of the world. 1 means I'm kind of feeling underneath it. I need to know where you're standing. I need to catch the vibe of the room. So how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Go ahead, throw some numbers in that comment section. I was telling one of my students today actually, while you guys are sitting in these comments and while you guys are putting your mood in the comment section, I'm gonna tell you this story. One of my students, she's just one of the coolest kids. Her parents run like they have a race team. Like they drag cars. And mind you, she's like 15, 16. Her little brother's like 10, and then he has a little sister. And the dad actually drag races motorcycles. It's essentially a race family. And I told her, you know what you need to do? You need to document this. You need to document all the steps your family's making because I don't think you understand how cool you guys are as a unit. Like usually there's cool people within a family, but when the whole family is cool and then you can document this, oh my gosh, it's one in a lifetime. So anyways, I told her, here's the thing. She knows I do this show, but I tell her that I was like, you understand, sometimes in my life, not everything is interesting. Sometimes when I get on this show and have this live conversation, let me make sure I'm recording. And sometimes when I hop on this live and have these discussions, sometimes there's nobody here. It'll be a live of like 0 people, and it's just me essentially just talking to this Canon EOS R on the other side of the room. But for me, it just feels so good. It gives me a place to just pour out my emotions and state how I'm really feeling. Like it feels good. But on other times, like if I have a guest, more specifically, that's when shit usually gets cracking. And I have 50 people watching at the same time. You guys will be amazed, especially shouts out to my TikTok family. I appreciate you guys so much. They be showing out. I'll be having like 200 views by the end of the thing. And 200 views for me as a streamer, oh my gosh, you can't match that feeling. You can't. It feels good. Now, we still working on the TikTok family, but I can understand. I put all my trust in my Instagram fam, my entire, like I said, my Facebook family who's out here commenting. Everybody, everywhere, I appreciate and I love you. But here's the thing. If you get caught up on only putting out things that are cool and you don't fall in love with the process, you get nowhere. And I tell her, the goal is to get sponsorship. She's in drag. Even if you're not the best driver in the world, if you have the best story, people are going to pay attention to you. I'm going to go ahead and tweak this camera over just a little bit. I got to make sure I'm in the middle of the focus box. I don't want no issues. That happened last time. I'll move it over. It is hot as all get out. It's like I said, it is hot as all get out. Oh, yeah. No, definitely. Right. I can make the introduction. Bro. Because you will actually appreciate her family. They're actually going to Tennessee for a week. All they do is race. That is their entire life. They got a trailer. They got the truck. They have tons of cars, and like I said, this girl can drive. She actually brought one of her reaction things where the test, see how quickly you react to the lights changing, to the classroom. And surprisingly, she has the reaction time of like a sniper, almost like a military sniper. It's crazy, y'all. It's absolutely crazy. I apologize. You guys see me here sweating. How you guys reacting to all this heat? Bakersfield's starting to get the 90s or something. Y'all gonna see me glistening on these next episodes. You're gonna know it's hot. I got the AC going. We can't even feel a damn thing. We can't feel a thing in here. I tell you that. I can tell you that. Look, I'm gonna read some of how you guys reacting to some of these. Hold on, we got some 11.5s, so 5. Audrey, we got to change that. It's Phobos' birthday. It's the one, the only Brother Phobos. Happy birthday to you, man. For somebody who I lived with for such a short amount of time, you have one of the greatest impacts on my life. Congratulations. Happy birthday to another year around the sun. I appreciate you, brother. You have been influential in making sure I make the next steps of not only me being a young man, but as I walk into fatherhood and entrepreneurship and careers, you have been one of those people who I cannot ignore, who's been part of my entire process. So, brother, happy birthday to you, and thank you for just being you, bro. Thank you for never changing, and thank you for just being 10 toes down in all occasions at all times, brother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I got to let you guys know, there's some people, like I said, listen, for me, understand, for me, I meet people on a daily basis. I told y'all, I said happy birthday to my brother Ray earlier. He is somebody who's come into my life who has made a great impact, but he gave me a different perspective, because he told me like, yo, we're watching what you do. He gave me a source of inspiration. Ray actually gave me some inspiration, and people don't understand that sometimes you get caught in like, oh, he's younger than you. How are you inspired by somebody that's younger than you? And sometimes people get caught up in egos and things of that nature, but even at his youth, he has helped me be a better person. Him saying, yo, Mo, making sure you run today. Yo, Mo, just making sure whatever the situation may be, he actually helps me be a better man. So, Ray, I got to say thank you to you. Another person, like I talked about earlier, Phobos. Oh, my gosh. When we lived together, we never really had beef. It was Lito, but just your presence, man. All these people are influential to making you a better man each and every day. You guys have to make sure you tell them that you love them and appreciate them on a daily basis. I don't think he's in here, but I relay the message. Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. Before actually, like I said, today's episode title, I'm pretty sure you guys saw it earlier in the comment section. We're talking about age. Before I jump into age, I want to tell you guys about my weekend. You know I can't have a Monday episode without talking about the weekend, so here we go. Listen, y'all know it's Saturday. I'm with my son all day, y'all, all day. I brought that brother. I had to help one of my homies move. I took him with me. From there, we went to the driving range. That's a vibe. We went to the mall together. That was a vibe. Me and this brother we cleaned the church together. I'm telling you, as I'm going into fatherhood, I'm really starting to learn a few more things on a daily basis. And I really do. I like it. I like it. It's scary at times, but I like it. But somebody told me at the driving range, was kind of interesting. This guy was like, man, because I'm going to show you guys, I put the video on my page. I roll Ablo he's probably about 2 feet away from me. And this other guy who was there, I didn't even catch his name. He's like, man, you're an inspiration. You inspire me to want to bring my son to the driving range. And I'm thinking in my head, did I do something spectacular? Did I do something great? Now, mind you, you guys, that same day, that was the second compliment I got from somebody else. I just bring Ablo with me to do what the things I would normally be doing. I even brought Ablo with me too. I had a photo shoot, a grad photo shoot. I brought him for that as well. But people were complimenting me for bringing my son. This brother didn't ask to be in this world, but I was just like, it's only right that I bring him with me. So I just need to know, is bringing your son with you something that's considered an accomplishment? Is that an accomplishment of fatherhood? I was telling David earlier, I was like, I don't know. For me, I don't want to say the bar is low, but damn, like all I did, let me be fair. Let me not be disrespectful. I thank the compliments. I thank them. But I think for me personally, I think the critical years of just a father being present in somebody's life is really between 8 and 14, 8 and 16, really, honestly. But I never thought that just bringing him with me to go about my chores deserves some credit. But anyways, nonetheless, it felt good that people were giving me some accomplishment, gave me a peace of mind knowing that I'm somewhat doing fatherhood right. But yeah, I don't know. Did you guys, I'm going to ask this to the group. Did you guys, as dad, I don't know if you guys can remember, if like during your youth, did your dad take you places? And if your dad wasn't in your life, did you have the father figure that took you places? I always thought that was just standard because they can't leave you by yourself. Like, so like I said, I'm really curious. I want to talk to you guys about that. Like, who understands that feeling? Who remembers that? Am I really doing something important? I don't know. Maybe, but that was just me anyway. So I kicked it the whole day with Ablo. Sunday came about. I had my first, Kiera had her first Mother's Day. So my wife and I actually got the time to kick it, and it was calm. I'm gonna come clean. Y'all know I get on this mic and I come clean. The beginning of it was very cute. But somewhere between it becoming 105 degrees and our patience getting short with one another, either me, I'll take the credit, I'll take accountability. But we had an attitude with one another. We got a little short with one another. We just weren't used to this 105, trying to take pictures in this type of heat, trying to just be supportive and whatnot. So we decided that we postponed Mother's Day. And next Saturday, just so you guys know, her and I will be going to either LA or some beach, and we're going to go bring out my old Mamiya 645. Shouts out Fabian again. Shouts out. He's the one who sold me that camera. I'm going to go ahead and take some family pictures with him out in LA next weekend. I don't like to take trips, but I think it's important. I don't want to do it on Mother's Day weekend because there's too many people. It's too crowded. And also my auto insurance wasn't on, so I had to turn that back on. Long story, whatever. Everything's back on. And I decided that we're going to go ahead and do it next Saturday. So next Saturday, there will be no guest show. There will be none of that, which takes me to my next point. I had a guest on this past weekend. And there was no promo. It's simply, I'm going to be honest with you guys. That probably wasn't an episode that was the most engaging. And even if it wasn't, you can be honest and be like, nah, it wasn't really hitting. It really wasn't hitting. Like I said, it really wasn't hitting. Be honest. But for me, it felt so good because I got to see one of my closest friends ever, Kendall. She came down from Houston, and we got to just sit and catch up. And you guys got to witness conversation between what her and I looks like. When I say she came in, we hit record. Right after the show ended, she was out. Like, you guys caught a moment of what two friends who have known each other for over a decade. I'm actually going to have the episode on my YouTube up later on tonight. But it was nice. It was really nice to see. It was really nice to just share a moment, share some time, crack some jokes, pop some champagne, and just share a vibe with like some good friends. And that's, to be honest with you guys, sometimes that's what I create the show for. Sometimes I don't have guests on here for any reason. Sometimes I just want to record a moment with my friends just in case something happens. I want to know that I have a moment with us documented, a solid conversation from start to finish. So thank you so much, Kendall, for coming out. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for sharing that moment. Thank you for coming to the studio, my hot-ass studio. We got to get the AC back working again. We got to get some fans going in here, but that's for another conversation. But, yeah. So that was my weekend. How was you guys this weekend? Like I said, it was a raw episode. Oh, we had people watching. Okay. I'm going to read the comment section. Nigga brought me to America. My pops took me to Belgium. Okay. Being a father isn't necessarily mean showing through. I'm reading too fast. Means showing life through the eyes is key. I remember doing everything with my dad, and my son does everything with me. Okay, wow. So I'm not really doing anything. Like I said, I didn't have a father figure. I had to learn how to do everything because my mom worked full time. I basically raised my sister. You are strong, and I appreciate you because, listen, that doesn't get enough credit. If it's something I learned, I'm going to come back to the father conversation real quick. If it's something I learned while I'm with my son all day, I can't imagine. What I think about is if I was a single mom trying to float a kid with life. Like there was little moments where this little, excuse me, this is your son you're talking about. This little brother was catching an attitude with me while I'm trying to give him a bottle. Now, at the same time, literally my phone is ringing for what the next gig is. So I'm at a point where I'm trying to answer a phone call while trying to give him a bottle and make sure he doesn't kick his sock off at the same time. And then I said, damn, I only have to deal with this probably one day out the week. There's single moms out there who have to deal with this on a daily basis. I have no idea how y'all do it. So listen, the older I get, the more I understand, the more I appreciate just all the moms out there doing on their own. And even the fathers, shit. Let's give some dads, the single dads out there making it happen, because that does not get enough credit. Oh my gosh. I tell my wife each and every day how much I appreciate her. She takes the time while she's at home. She makes her content and watches Adblow. I'm here. I'm either doing the show or I'm working one of my 3-4 jobs. But I understand on Saturday, because it's the only time I get to spend with him from sunrise to sunset. I kick it with him. I talk to him, and we kind of just go through the motions. We just kind of go through the motions. But anyways, I want to talk about something that I really do that's been on my heart for a minute. And for those who are live with me on Facebook and Twitch, you guys kind of heard the music. I started the episode off with a song by a notable group better known as Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky in 2005 dropped one of their greatest hood, what would you call those? Hood love anthems? What would you call it, David? Hood love anthems, better known as Blue Stars. And then one of the debut single on it was Grind With Me. But there was another song on that album that had a slow burn. Now, the song I'm referring to was Nothing But a Number. Now, who remembers Nothing But a Number? I don't know if my audience is old enough to even remember who Pretty Ricky is, but even to know Nothing But a Number. See, a lot of you were late night specials type of fan on the hotline and things like that. But if you were a Blue Stars fan, oh my gosh, this song, it came, I was in 5th grade, you guys. I was in 5th grade. Like I said, I'm really curious to know personally, who was really outside when Pretty Ricky was dropping Nothing But a Number. Now, let's say every so often, and what's what I love about black culture, or really just about culture and society in general, we shift the understanding of what age is and what each age is supposed to do at a certain time. So before Pretty Ricky was yelling about a number, there was another woman yelling about a number, better known as Aaliyah. Now, if you guys aren't old enough, Aaliyah was another R&B hit, where she dropped another song about age, which was written by the Pied Piper himself. Yes, him. I'm not even going to say his name. You know who I'm referring to. Now, understand, he wrote that song for her when she was in high school. Now, look, I'm not here to give a woke kind of connotation, but I'm not here to talk about being woke and what is the right age. Actually, I'm here to talk about that, but I'm not talking about that type of weird what is age anymore. I'm talking about age going the other way. See, understand, me being 30 years old, I'm old enough to now know all the girls who were having their kids in 2010, 11, 12. They creeping up on 40 and they starting to act like they 20 again. Now, I'm going to add to it. Now you say you're a guy. It's easy to point the finger at the women. Duh. There's niggas out here that's still acting like they're 20 years old in their 40s, which makes no sense to me. So it takes me back to the thesis of this entire episode. What the fuck is age anymore? It doesn't make sense. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of my notes. First things first. So before we continue anymore, I want to just ask this question to the group. What does an age define? What does that really mean? If somebody says they're 20, what does that mean? If somebody says they're 30, what does that mean? If someone says they're 75, what does that mean? I'm gonna let you guys know I've gone my entire life not knowing my dad's age. And my dad always said, he said, brother, you knowing my age only affects you, not me. You not knowing, you don't know what box to put me in. Because now that the rules of society are being shifted and what is up is down and what is left and what is right and what is male is what's, never mind. We need to understand where are we drawing the lines with age. So like I said, I want to know experience. That's a good word to describe age. What else? What other words can we use to describe age? I think that personally, when you say experience, I think that's one of those umbrella terms. I think that's one of those umbrella terms. I want to come up with a new system to define age. Hear me out. I want to call it an age FICO score. So you say, if anybody who knows what a FICO score is, essentially it's your credit score. Where's your credit lie? And if you don't know what credit is and you're watching my live, stop right now, go on Google, look up what is credit, and figure out what your next steps in life are going to be. Then come back to me. I'm still going to be here. But what I need to come up is with an age FICO score. Now, an age FICO score needs to measure based off of experiences such as emotional experiences you've undergone, financial experiences you've undergone, physical experiences you've undergone. And through this series of tests, you're able, and they're measured differently, male and female. You're able to see just how mature someone actually is. What is their true age? There's revolutions they've been around the world or been around the earth, but how old are they really? So, now understand, when you're living in a city similar to Kern County, people start their families earlier. Now, if you start your families earlier, you know what else you start earlier? Divorce. So you start your families earlier, you start your divorce earlier. So essentially in this process, you find yourself repeating a lot of the behaviors that generally the adults will once do. You'll find them happening to a younger demographic. Because it's how do I say this? Divorce attorneys are now dealing with people in their 30s and 40s when once they would only deal with people in their 50s. Divorce, understand, when you're talking about marriage itself, just the concept itself, people get married in Kern County earlier than any other age. But even when you get married, you have the 50-50 chance. So I want everybody to go ahead tomorrow. I want you to take a quarter, take a nickel, take a dime. If you can even find a coin anymore. Now there's a coin shortage. I understand the niggas who make the coins all of a sudden saying we got a shortage, but whatever. It's another conversation. And I want you to call if it's going to be heads or tails in the air. And then once you're able to figure that out, catch it, boom, and that's what the chances are of marriage. Now, understanding that process, sometimes if you called head and it ends up tails, and you call tails and vice versa, whatever, understand there's a divorce attorney down the line for you. But that divorce attorney used to be something that would happen way later in life. So you know what happens when somebody gets divorced? They repeat their single life earlier. And when they repeat the single life, guess what? They go back to that young state, that one young self that they once were. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Age doesn't start until either you leave the house or live through crazy traumas or hit 21. I would even put that on there. I'm even open to say I'm willing to write the exam. I'm willing to write a series of questions and come up with a scorecard on what your true age is. And I think moving out should be on there. Like I'm saying, I think that, like I said, you guys, I just be preaching. I just be sitting here talking. What else? I said, I call cougars refined. I don't call them old. You can tell a woman she's refined and you in there. You're a fool, bro. You're a fool. Oh, my gosh. They don't see the vision. Our boys on here. They don't see the vision. Come on now. Come on now. I got a question for you guys real quick. What age, I just want to ask this to the group, what age do you think made the biggest difference within your growth today? What age changed you into the person you are today? Put that in the comment section right now. I'm just curious to know, what age completely changed your life? I want to know. For me personally, I'm going to be, like I said, I can go deeper into this, but for me, the age that changed me to who I am today, it wasn't even, the knee-jerk reaction would be like now because he got married and had a baby. But honestly, I think the change happened probably around like 27, 28. It had to be right at or around COVID. I think that at that time, that's when I really changed. So I would say that's probably like 26, 27. I think that was one of my shifting ages because I realized that used to be this thing called the 27 curse. And all the greats, whether it's Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, a lot of artists and entertainers, a lot of the greats died at 27. And in my head, I was like, yo, I made it past 27. So in my head, I was like, yo, I really got to do what's best for me. And even though those who have been following me, they've even seen the shift. That was actually the creation of Daily Confirmation, which kind of led to yada, 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 yada. I've already told the story a million times. But yeah, so I want to ask you guys, what age? 24? I said, my friend said 29 when she's discovered that she had a kid. Yeah, 19, 21, 22, 22, 23. Like these are all these ages. Like I'm saying, I want to know what you have moments and situations in your life that happen at that number that has shaped the person that you are today. I want to lead with that. Understand that. Like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, if everybody's number is different, how can we judge where somebody is at that time in their life? I know, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because my brain is turning faster than my mouth. Pause. It's how I was at 24. Is it the same way a Faf was at 24? You know what I'm saying? It's not, Hana, my 19 and your 19 were two totally different situations. So if I said, you're acting like you're in your 20s, everybody's 20s is different. So that's why I wanted to reevaluate and write a test, write a quiz, some type of evaluation of what the fuck age really means anymore. Because I don't think we should judge off of just the number. I think we need to judge off of experiences. Which kind of takes me into my next point, covering age. Y'all got me I'm not going to double down. I got to take something back, y'all. I got to take a situation back. And I apologize. And I don't like to admit this, but I'm going to have to admit it. Ja Morant was tripping. Ja was tripping. He was tripping. Ja was tripping, y'all. I'm sorry. A couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, I came on this show and I said, you know what? I think y'all should give Ja another chance. I think he's learning. Maybe that side of his brain hasn't developed yet. This nigga went back on camera with another gun, which takes me to my point. Once again, what the fuck is age anymore? What is age? Because at his age, I wasn't doing that. And I didn't even have the money. Yeah, David, shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's front. I ain't give a damn about it. Listen. So that's why I love this show, because I got to come on this show and make stances, whether it's about Sha'Carri Richardson. I got to make a stance, be wrong. I got to make a stance about Ja, be wrong. I just be wrong about shit. I need to do better. I really need to do better on calling it with celebrities, because guess what? I be wrong. But that also comes with what? Age. Accountability comes with age. I want to know, I'm going to ask this to the group. At what age did you start holding yourself accountable for your mistakes? Don't lie. Nobody lie. There's 7 people in this live. I better see 7 answers. At what age did you start holding yourself accountable? At TikTok, you too. At what age did you hold yourself accountable for the decisions that you made in your past? Be honest. Did you find accountability? What age? Please. Because I need to know. 18, okay, 18. You found accountability at 18. I take my hats off. What else we got going on here? What age did you find accountability? Accountability comes with sense. That is not a number. Don't you? Oh, 26. Never mind. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead. My fault, Ty. My fault. 21, 26. Like, honestly. Because I kid you not, I wanted to be a fan. I love to defend the underdog. Y'all know this. That's my thing. That's my role. That's like my whole MO. That's my whole steez. Like, if somebody is not rooting for you, I'm going to take the opposing side, because you know what? Nobody else sees that side. But I swear to y'all, every time I defend one of these athletes, one of these niggas, I swear they slap me back I feel like an idiot back on television once again, or back on stream once again. It's wild. I can't imagine what it's like. Here we go. I'm going to take this to women. Women dating niggas and they keep giving them second chances. Damn. Because, once again, I assume off of their age that they have learned some form of accountability and they're not going to repeat the mistakes that they once did, but I'm starting to see they will repeat. They will. I don't know. Y'all. It's... Twin Battle Bag. I said, at what age, Twin Battle Bag, I know you coming in late, brother, so I'm going to cut you some slack. I would say, what age did you hold yourself accountable? That's it. And if you ain't have an answer for this, then you're the problem. Then you're the problem. Listen, something else, like I said, they don't hold everyone accountable. I'm going to transition this age conversation into another form of age. Hey, who knows who Marcus Houston is? Who knows who Marcus Houston is? David, you know who Marcus Houston is? You the nigga that sings? Who knows who Marcus Houston is? I know y'all know who he is. I know y'all know who he is. Listen. Listen. I know y'all know who he is. Because if we talking about age, we got to talk about the age gap in dating. Oops. If y'all know who I'm talking about Marcus Houston, one of our notable R&B legends of our generation. Some say that he was courting. Some say he was grooming. But his wife, like 20 years, is literally 20 years younger than him. Now, I know this is old conversation, like, at what age? What should the age gap be? This is not a new conversation on the internet. But once again, if my man got cracking at 18 and he never grew out of 18, he may be 38. He may be 38, but in his head, he's still 18. We have to put people through these tests to figure out what their true age. Age FICO scores, y'all. Age FICO scores. And I'm about to write it. I need somebody in the community to come up with a better title than age FICO score. We'll come up with it. If you guys got some, write it down or actually send it to me via DM. And I promise you, we're going to write an algorithm to figure out what your true age is. Because I'm telling you, Marcus Houston's wife being 19 years old, known as Maya Houston, I think personally, damn, the light went off on this thing. That's the one thing I hate about this. Personally, I think I'm trying to figure out what conversation you share with somebody who's 20 years younger than you. Listen, DiCaprio leave them before they hit 25. Yes. Yes, he don't even let them grow up. He don't even let them be in the club for no more than 2 years. By the time she figure out what her favorite drink is, DiCaprio done dumped her. DiCaprio keep them on cycle. Y'all be thinking Jeff Bezos keep employees coming in and going out. Y'all ain't seen DiCaprio. Yeah, if you ask me, that nigga jumped off that door on Titanic. That nigga was hanging on. She's like, Jack, stay. Stay, Jack. That nigga said, I got bitches to get. I'm sorry. I be getting mad comfortable. This is legit my therapy, y'all. I love this so much. I love doing this so much. Just sitting here talking. Jack, stay. Stay, please. He said, you 27. What am I supposed to do here? I already painted you. Listen, I really think side note, fun fact, Leonardo DiCaprio was paid in The Wolf of Wall Street. His compensation for playing that role was a Picasso. The Picasso, though, was retrieved, long story short, because it was caught up in a lot of embezzlement money. But the reason why I bring up Wolf of Wall Street in this conversation is because I don't think Leonardo was even playing a role in that movie. I think that nigga was just being his true, authentic self. I think it would be like Samuel L. Jackson doesn't play a role. He's typecasted himself. We don't know, we know Samuel L. Jackson's true personality at this point. And I think we know Leonardo's just based off of Wolf of Wall Street. That's it. That's it. That is it. Oh, we got Foble. Happy birthday, Foble. Happy birthday to you, man. He said DiCaprio the GOAT. He's the GOAT in acting. We're having an age conversation. All right. Are we all being honest with one another? I need everybody to say yes. I need Listen, that's the one thing I love about having a small community right now, because like we can all talk and there's not that many of us in here. So it's practically like y'all are sitting in this room with me, and that's what makes it fun. Is this an open circle, you guys? I'm always going to open with that. I need to know from the men and the women in this conversation. Men, what's the youngest chick you ever dated? Women, what's the largest age gap you've ever been in? Be honest right now. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And I promise you, I'm not going to ask you this question. I promise I'm not going to ask you this question, and I'm not going to tell you a story. I promise. And don't say, well, we didn't really date. I'm talking about date, situationship, however you want to classify it. I don't care. What was the largest age gap you ever been situated with? Be honest with me. Be honest with me. Don't y'all run. I swear, if y'all run, don't y'all run from this fade. Listen, because we're having an age conversation. We talked about 40s being the new 20s. We done talked about Jaws' frontal cortex not coming together. We done talked about Leonardo still picking them up. We done talked about just overall, just the age on which you became accountability. I want to talk about age in dating. Let's talk about it. What was the largest age gap y'all ever been in? 3 years. 3 years. Come on. We got 3. 19 when I was 21. We got 3, 4. Okay. 3, 4. All right. I'll take it. See, some of y'all be capping because I see more people in this live, but I don't see more answers. So y'all only got half the family snitching. Don't do that. You see, what gets these lives going is when y'all talk back with me. When y'all throw me questions and y'all throw me answers, and then we just keep it going. That's what I like. I promise you, I'm going to tell y'all a story. I'm going to tell y'all a story about my overall, like I said, my youth back in the dorm days. Y'all would have appreciated dorm Mohammed. Dorm, like Hemlock Mo was a vibe, but dorm Mohammed was on. I kid you not. It's wild. It's wild. I look back on just the things I've dodged and the moments in my life that I've avoided. Like the 10 years or older than me, you're lying. You're lying. You did not say 10 years older than you're lying. Big capping. You're lying. I need to know what age you telling me 10. Whoa, go ahead, Shawty. Well, you kind of just threw a whole wrench in my whole play. Listen, just one date count. Ah, damn. Just one date count. One date doesn't count. I can't count it. I can't count one date. I can't count one date. I can't count. I can't. Oh, Phobal, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come to you on that one. I'm going to come back to you. Also, I got to give you guys updates on my weight. We got good news. We got good news. I took the picture. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put it in. I'll probably make it the thumbnail for the live. I don't know. I'm going to make it the thumbnail. I don't know yet. I don't know. But yeah, I got good news with that too. But we're going to talk about income and weight at the end. We're going to have our roundups. I kind of waited for you to get here because I noticed you weren't in the live earlier. So I was going to tell you that later. Ooh, excuse me. What's up? Let me see. Listen. All right. Let me tell y'all my story. I'm going to get right to it. Back in the dorms, if you came to CSUB in 2012, everybody was signing, and it was a kind of archaic style of checking into the dorms. Everybody will go to the commons and they'll get this folder. Now, this folder, with most people's, they will all be green. And in there had your name, your school, your room number, your key, and all these things. But if you were one of the peoples whose birthday was on a late date, you would get hit with the red folder. The red folder. Now, the red folder was a dangerous folder. Now, those with the red folder, they had something to prove. They had to prove that they can hang with the adults in the group. Now, here's the thing. Some women, because the guys who had red folders, they took pride in it. They would take their folder, sign the paperwork, and hide it, and immediately get to mingling in the commons. And they never address age. Now, mind you, this is 2012, 2010. This is rolling right off the back of Rick Ross saying, I pour Molly in her champagne. She ain't even know it. That literally what happened the week I moved into college. Crazy enough. That's how I always remember Rick Ross's line. Understand? Oh my God, this is crazy. This is like a fucking with my head now. I'm in another vortex. This is wild. Yeah, no, listen. No, hold on. I'm gonna take a pause in the story. Let them know where they can pick up his stuff. I usually have a hoodie on.
WLW.
No, in the mic.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
WLWpack.com. See this sexy shirt right here. If you know cars, you know what this is. If you don't, I really don't know what to tell you.
Face that camera too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hold on, you want one of these?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Right. Get back to your fucking show, man.
All right, boom. So this is this young shawty who came up to me. She's like, oh my God, I know you. We're really good friends. I think you're funny, yada, yada. And she was just gassing me up. You brought the wrong people in here. Now I'm about to act a fool. Now I'm about to, I need to get offline. Nigga, I need to get the fuck off. I'm about to wrap this show up. I got the wrong people around me. This is, okay, anyways. So she was gassing me up, having me feeling good. She's like, you so funny, how you dress well, all the compliments that I need to hear at 18. But what I did not know about her, that she was a minor. I did not know. Now here's the thing. Y'all said, Mohammed, y'all thought I was on this type of time. Hold on. Y'all thought I was being this nigga. Y'all thought I was being this nigga, but I wasn't. Surprisingly enough, I didn't let my ego get the best of me because at the time, I still had a girlfriend back home. And we was working on it. But I was 18. I was young, dumb, trying to put it together. So, God rest her soul. The story can get real dark. I can make the story real dark real quick. God rest her soul.
I know who he talking about.
Listen, that was when I learned immediately I have to start asking people how old they are. But once again, it takes me back to my major thesis at the beginning of this episode. What the fuck is age? Because the way she was acting, if I fell victim to that, we probably wouldn't even be having this show right now. Because she was acting way older than what she really was. Thank God I thought about it. Thank God. I got to say shouts out to my high school girlfriend. That's the only time I'm ever going to give her a shout out. Because if she didn't exist, I don't know how this story would have went. Because we don't know what the fuck age is anymore. We really don't. Like I said, I think I kind of just about covered everything. I think I about just covered all the details of today's episode. What does age define? What pivotal age? Yada, yada. Tell me about the 40s. Oh, yeah. It was a rest in peace. It was a rest in peace. Y'all. I actually was a pole bearer in her funeral. Crazy story. I say God has a very interesting way. I could have been in a situation. Yeah. God bless her soul. We miss you always, Namaste. You always with us. Beautiful soul. But I think I just about covered everything. Random question before I leave, y'all, because it was only supposed to be 30 minutes, and now I'm going on an hour. I was sitting on the toilet, right? I was taking a shit. And while I'm sitting there, I'm sitting in the bathroom, sweating, it's hot, whatever. Nothing new. I told y'all it's 95 degrees out here. And I saw a mosquito. And I asked myself, why the fuck do mosquitoes exist? They don't benefit anything. So my question for you is, if you can get rid of one animal on the face of the earth, one insect, one bug, what would it be? Mine is mosquitoes. 1,000%. If mosquitoes never existed, I'd be so happy.
Actually, all rodents.
All rodents? No, guinea pigs are cool. I like guinea pigs. They don't do shit.
With tails, then.
Oh, all rodents with tails, definitely. Cheeks clapping. That's good. They're saying what happened to thrift. Oh, yes. Listen, fuck them mosquitoes for real. I gotta put that on a t-shirt. Fuck them mosquitoes. And fuck them mosquitoes. So that's gonna be my random question. I had another one for y'all, but I'm gonna actually save it. I wrote the question wrong.
Hashtag free John Moran.
Yeah, I can't say free John. That nigga stupid. So anyways, no, hold on. I gotta give Justin an update. So you guys, I got on the scale. I listened to you and I got on the scale during the morning, and now I don't trust anything y'all say. I've been running, I've been working out, doing everything I gotta do, and the scale said I was 221, taking us back 9 pounds from the initial Monday we did our initial weigh-in. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I saw my weight that last Thursday, and I started going. I just stopped eating bullshit. I went back, damn near went back into Ramadan. I damn near did, because I said I'll be damned. But I didn't think I was gonna go 9 pounds back. So as a team, as a family, we need to go back and we need to revisit how we're gonna go about the community, how we're gonna go about my weight, because I can't drop 9 pounds, huh?
BMI, you can't go by weight.
Body mass index.
You gotta go by.
You gotta measure yourself. Fuck
Body-
weighing yourself.
You gotta go by body fat percentage. You
But-
gotta measure like inches, like actually like
Measure.
measure whatever.
That's just my wall talking, if anybody's asking. That's just my walls in this building sometimes talk, and that's all good. They do that. Big dog. Yeah, big dog. Big dog.
I've been getting in it.
Yeah, no, bro. I see you. No, I ain't gonna listen, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga got them guns. That nigga got that heat.
I'm John Moran.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga got. Also, Justin, this is specifically for you, brother. I know I'm starting to lose you guys. I'm starting to get really insider and things like that. I apologize, but also, what did I do this money to make some more? What did I do this weekend to make some more money? I actually started reaching out to people who I found out were graduating and started just offering cheap ass photo shoots for grad pictures, and that's exactly what I did. I closed one photo shoot, and I think I have another one planned for next week, but I have to push it because I'm gonna spend some time with the family on Saturday. So I'm actually have to cancel next Saturday or move it to a Friday. But anyways, that's all I really have for you guys today. I want you guys to stay happy, stay optimistic. I love you guys for sitting here and listening to me rant for the entire weekend. Coming up soon, we're going to have our age FICO score. If you have any idea what we should call it, I got a little algorithm we can run, and we can figure out what somebody's true age is. Shouts out to everybody that tapped in. Marcus Houston, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. Ja, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all back again at 6:30 tomorrow on another episode. The question I want to leave you guys with is, if you could have dual citizenship to any other country, what country would it be? Anyways, that's all I really got for you. You stay happy. You stay optimistic.
Go get you one of these.
They can't even hear you.
Oh, go get you one of these.
There you go. Killjoy Mag Volume 5? 5 is out. The face of the city. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out Joe Maynard, baby.
Shout out D-Tree for shooting the cover.
Shout out D-Tree.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We are out.